Welcome to another exciting episode of eThekwini Matters. My name is Zimbili Mazibuko, your host. On today's episode, we are talking about the ongoing food safety and hygiene campaign that has been making significant progress since its launch in August. The campaign is focused on raising awareness and encouraging adherence to food and hygiene safety standards. On the show today, we have Rosemary van Heerden, Head of Health in eThekwini Municipality, to talk about the campaign. Good afternoon, Mrs. Van. Welcome to the show.
Good afternoon, all. It's a pleasure to be here.
Could you provide an overview of the campaign in as far as its progress is concerned?
The City Health Department has embarked on a campaign. We shifted into high gear in September, but we do have a plan that we have created for awareness. This is targeting informal as well as formal traders. We're looking at food safety to protect the public health aspects of our community. We're also looking at the hygiene standards and also compliance with our bylaws as well in the city.
So you are talking about the campaign that is targeting a wide range of food outlets. So how is the city actively engaging with these food outlets to ensure that they adhere to the hygiene standards?
We do have environmental health practitioners in the city. These practitioners do go to these establishments and they check compliance with the food safety regulations. They also educate the food handlers, people that are trading in food. So it's not only about enforcement, but it's also getting the people that are handling food to compliance as well. We also teach them about the health and hygiene practices and also the standards that they're supposed to meet in the city.
So how do people know if a particular shop or food outlet does not adhere to the safety standards? How would I know as an ordinary citizen or as an ordinary person in Umlazi, in KwaMashu? How do you then identify a shop that does not adhere to the required standards?
We do depend on consumers to be vigilant. When you walk into an establishment that handles food or sells food, the first thing you need to check for is a certificate of acceptability. That is a certificate that is issued by a health practitioner after they have done the assessment of the store to find that they are compliant. Then they issue a certificate of acceptability, and that certificate must be displayed where the public can see it. Secondly, they need to look around. Look at how the staff in that establishment are dressed. Are they clean? The general, health and safety standards. You look at the aprons that the people are wearing. And you also look at things like, pests all over the place. If you see cockroaches running all over the place, you should be aware. And if you've had an incident as well where you buy food and you fall ill, let us know so that we can go and test that food as well. So we do depend on the public when they go out there to let us know what's going on in the food industry or with the food that they are purchasing.
There is also the issue of tuck shops, Mrs. Van. What are we doing as health in eThekwini about the issues that have been raised in the different parts of the country in as far as tuck shops are concerned?
As part of our plan and our campaign and our blitz, we are prioritizing tuck shops, and there too we are educating people that are running tuck shops on the standards that they need to comply with. And also, secondly, we do have our EHPs that are now going out to these tuck shops to do inspections in line with our minimum inspection rates. And if we find a tuck shop that is not compliant, the inspections are more regular there. If we find items that are not sound for human consumption, then our environmental health practitioners do seize the food that is there. But we also would like the community to make us aware if they are worried about any food item that they have bought, even at the tuck shops as well. You will be seeing our environmental health practitioners together with other law enforcement agencies that are going out as a team to do inspections. It's not only us. It's better if we go as a team so that you get the fire department going there to check that tuck shop as well complies with fire regulations. The building inspectorate is also there. Metro Police is also there. So we go in and together and we check the standards. And if we have to fine people, we do that as well. If we have to prosecute, we do that as well.
I have heard of a situation where the EHPs went to Clare Estate and they found out that some of these shop owners, they sleep on the premises. They have toilets in the premises. Is that even allowed?
That is definitely not allowed. That is not allowed. It goes against our bylaws. And also, you know, a shop is a shop, or a place of business is a place of business. It is not a resident. So if people are aware of that, they need to let us know so that we can go in and we can obviously address the situation. But that is definitely not allowed. It goes against the bylaws.
We are gearing up for the festive season, which is next month, December. Are we ready as eThekwini to host our visitors?
Our city is ready. Our environmental health practitioners are out there every day. But as I've indicated, we did shift into high gear from September, knowing that we are a tourist destination, knowing that some of our citizens will be out enjoying, you know, all the entertainment areas, enjoying special events in the city. So our environmental health practitioners have actually gone on a campaign to bring the food establishments up to standard, or to make sure that they comply with standards, and also the informal traders as well. We have done some training with informal and formal traders, and as I've indicated, it's important to advise and give education to people so they too understand why it's important that they comply with standards that protect public health, and also the community as well, so that they know when to report, how to report, and where to report when they come across a situation that is worrying when it comes to food safety.
Since the campaign started, what have been the most concerning issues that were found by the inspectors on all these shops?
You've covered some of them, where some people are sleeping in the shops. You're also finding that some of the people that are handling food or selling food are selling food that is expired. Some of them are not storing food in line with the standards. So the food that they are selling to people is no more good for human consumption. We're also finding that they don't have sufficient measures in place for vector control. So they would actually use pesticides to try and get rid of cockroaches or rats. And obviously there is a particular way when it comes to using those things around food. So because some of them don't understand how to protect the food, you may find contamination. But at the moment, the biggest issue is health and hygiene. Some people are opening shops in spaces that were not designed for shops. They are not putting in the grease traps, so you find that fat is actually going down into our wastewater system. That too attracts rats. Rats live off the fat there, and they're getting quite big in the city. So health education is very important. The workshops that we are holding with informal and formal food traders is very important, so they understand that they need to comply. And also the health education that we are doing with our communities as well, so they can be our ears, they can be our eyes as well out there.
So how do people contact the city's health unit?
They can call us on 031 311 3555, and they can also go onto the website where they can actually get the email addresses that they can send through and lodge their complaint, and we will handle it from there.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Van, for your time. That was Rosemary van Heerden, Head of Health in eThekwini Municipality. That's how we wrap up today's episode of eThekwini Matters. From myself and the team, till next time, don't forget to subscribe and share.